9 out of 10 pastors in Africa do not have access to formal theological education. One of the ways that that has affected many churches in Africa is that false teaching has often found very low immunity. And so prosperity gospel and other forms of false gospels have taken root pretty quickly.
If I be a prophet of God, let miracle money appear now. 10,000 naira just appeared, prophet.
God's blessings always come in enviable dimensions. Enviable.
By 2050, the largest Christian population in the world will be in Africa. The question is, what kind of Christianity will that population have? You're likely to have the bastion of Christianity for the first time in Christian history being prosperity gospel. And that's a big threat to not just Christianity in Africa, but Christianity globally. As of the last census, 85% of people said that they were Christians. Many of them don't actually have a personal relationship with the Lord. Many of them will think of Christianity as a cultural blanket that they can put on, but still stand under the wrath of God. And so it is a very serious matter for someone to go throughout their lives telling people and even telling themselves that they are Christians when actually what they mean is something completely different. And so the biggest challenge that we have is how to preach the gospel to people who already feel or think of themselves as Christians when actually they are not. So one of the things that we need to do well is think about what are the main challenges to the gospel in our culture and how to respond well to those. In order for that to happen, we need men and women who are well trained. That's why we need theological education. By God's grace and His providence, theological education has found me along the path of ministry. And in that regard, it's been way more useful. I think that what the Lord has done is that He's allowed me to foresee a horizon where I'm able to make theological education more accessible to other pastors in Africa as well. Because what I hope is that having been trained, I will also be able to train. As Emmanuel Baptist Church, really, we hope that a lot of the work that we do is what churches have done over the last 2,000 years. We preach the gospel and we make disciples. We've seen people coming to Christ, and we've seen many Christians continue to grow and mature in their faith. We have a theological education center here in Nairobi just because so many people cannot access theological education. In that way, I hope to be just part of what helps to raise more pastors in my context, which is something that is really needed. And what I hope to see is many churches which have gone down the road of prosperity gospel brought back. Then what you have is a great network that's already there, that's ready to witness to a population that desperately needs to hear the gospel.